Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. I am in San Diego. I'm at the Berkshire Aquarium, and I've had a lot of people write me and say, hey, go back to the aquarium, so you got it. And there's so much to cover in the economy. There's so much news, so much IRS stuff, so much, just a lot happening right now. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. We have an email that goes out, got an email list. Please sign up for that. The link is below in the video description. Plus, if you want more exclusive content, there's Patreon. You can sign up for that. So let's go take a look at the aquarium. I'm going to throw a lot of the fish that we get throughout the video, but let's go inside and let's cover the national news right now. Now, it doesn't matter where you're at from around the world. There was a lot of money given out to people for COVID loans. Okay, there's a great article out of the UK that explains where people have serious questions right now. And the questions start with this. $47 billion of COVID money was given out to businesses. It's a lot of money. Now, here's the thing. Of that $47 billion, there are 16,000 businesses that have already gone belly up and are finished. And it asks the question, how do they recoup that money if these people haven't had it forgiven like they have here? Now, right now there's $500 million pounds, which is about $630 million of money that's in question right now that has, these people have just gone out of business and no intention of paying it back. Well, investigators are starting to ask questions in the UK like they're asking questions here. Now, here's the thing that's interesting. I've spoken to business owners. What are they going to do? We went out of business. Well, here in the States, if you took EIDL money or PPP money and you went out of business, it immediately opens a Department of Justice investigation on your company. So if you think you're just going to stiff everybody and stiff the taxpayers, you've got another thing coming, because that's not going to fly at all with people. So, questions are being asked, and people don't want to answer those questions yet. So it's interesting to see that now in the UK, oh, wait a second, what about all this money we gave these people? So there's that. Great interview with Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff was talking about, hey, listen, guys, don't make up names, don't change the game. We are just beginning this recession. This recession has started, and he was on the Megyn Kelly show talking about this and saying, listen, this is the beginning of the end. This is the problem, and this is how bad it's going to get. And if you think that there's somehow we're going to have this soft landing and all these games, you're kidding yourself. Which, I love Peter Schiff. And again, Peter Schiff with his gold. Speaking of gold, it's kind of funny. There's a trial going on right now for some JP Morgan executives. It'll be interesting to see if they get charged with anything. There's that. But also, the clown in chief, Jim Cramer. We've talked enough about what a moron I think that guy is. But that guy says it's time to go look at gold. Time to look at gold and silver, guys. So if you're one of those people that takes Jim Cramer seriously, it's time to go to gold, guys. Time to go to silver. Okay? So we're starting to see corporate layoffs on not just the workers, but the higher end. The latest is Walmart. Here's a staggering figure. Did you know that Walmart has 1.6 million employees that work for them? And they're starting to lay off executives now and cutting back at the executive level, at their distribution centers, their main office in Bentonville, all over the country. They're getting rid of these people. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But again, layoffs are going to be the big problem right now. And, I get people that write me, my husband's job is so secure, we don't have to worry about it. You have to worry about this, guys, right now, because, Amazon just laid off officially 99,000 employees. And read that article, because it talks about the Amazon thing too. But you have to take this seriously right now, because the economy is not doing well. Tell me a sector that's booming right now. Okay? Construction, finance, retail, IT, the metaverse. I mean, come on, guys. Tell me what's doing well right now. Everything is in a state of retraction right now, and you've got to look at that. One thing we've heard a lot about is Bitcoin, cryptocurrency investments, and things like that. And the biggest cheerleader, bar none, I think, is a man named Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor was the CEO of a company called MicroStrategy since 1989, guys. A long time. This guy bet it all on Bitcoin. And this guy was such an advocate for Bitcoin. There are some great, he had debates with people. Frank Giustra, he debated. Frank Giustra is a gold guy. And Michael Saylor and him had this debate that took months to put together. But they sat down and talked about how they weren't, the future was Bitcoin. This guy's company lost billions of dollars with the Bitcoin investment. They bet it all. They hedged bets. They borrowed money to buy Bitcoin. They have 133,000 Bitcoin right now, and he stepped down as CEO yesterday. So he's done, finished, okay? Now, I wonder if Frank Giustra is laughing right now. And really, very famous debate that they did from Stansberry Research was awesome. But again, this guy was singing its praises at 22,000. We're protected down to 8,500. We leveraged our investments and we've gotten investors to come in there. So this guy has borrowed to the hilt and put his company at risk, to say the least. So he's done, okay? So it will be interesting to see who the next big cheerleader is going to be for Bitcoin. Now, Solana is a Bitcoin exchange, and Solana just got hacked. And you had 8,000 wallets hacked to the tune of $5.2 million of value that was taken. So, again, guys, how is it safe if some guy who's super smart can go in there and hack these wallets and take the cryptocurrency from you? Do you guys see that? This is the fountain out in front of this place with the big whales and the whale fin over here. It's kind of cool. So, do you own cryptocurrencies? You know, I have a donation thing where you can donate cryptocurrency if you want to. I'm kind of curious if anybody ever does that, but feel free to. It's down in the video description. Now, the other thing is with this new tax that the Democrats are proposing, and guys, this is going to tax us to oblivion. And the biggest problem is going to be companies that have revenue under $200,000 a year, which is the guy working, installing things from his truck, the small painter, the small artist, the small store, the hairdresser, the nail salon. People like that are going to pay 80% of the taxes. Now, people that make above $500,000 are going to pay less taxes than ever. How wrong is that? How sick is that? Check out the article below from CNBC, because it's crazy. And another article from New York Post talking about how they're going to hire all these new IRS agents to come after us. So if you own a small business, the likelihood of getting audited with this new tax program exemplifies times 5 right now, 5 times, because they're hiring all these agents to get every dollar that they can. And again, they feel that the smaller companies are the ones that are cheating the most, and they're going to stop that. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because that's insane that that's their thinking right now. But the one that's going to pay for this is you and I. Now, one thing we have to look at is inflation and how it's just destroying countries, it's destroying businesses, families, everything. The National Institute for Economic Research has a study that they use, which is RPI, Retail Price Index. That's not generally used. They feel that the RPI index is going to go to 18%. Currently in England, it's at like 7.8%. These people are convinced that we haven't seen anything yet as far as pricing is concerned. Stories below, but it's absolutely shocking with what they think that we're going to see as far as retail prices. Now, in the summer of 2022, I'm getting written by so many people from around the country. They're driving and shopping, and with restaurants, they're seeing less and less activity at restaurants. People are not going out. But it is official right now that for the first time since the health crisis of 2020, driving is less right now. Think about this. More people drove during the summer of 2020 when we were basically on lockdown than they're driving right now. People are spending less money out and about. That is insane, guys, that we're living through this. Going to end the day at Grandview Beach, guys. So, the tide's out much further than we've seen it before. Last time we were here, this was the place where the waves were crashing up against the side of the cliff. The people right now just aren't spending the money. And I had someone write me, Jim from Hershey, Pennsylvania, was writing me about how they're a resort town, Hershey, Pennsylvania, where they make Hershey chocolates and all that stuff. All of the restaurants, the breweries, the pubs, everything are off, like 30 to 40%. And no problem getting a table, no problem getting in the restaurants, because people are not spending the money right now that they've spent in years past. Tonight, we went to a restaurant, fish restaurant, that we go to a lot, and place is slow, you know. Walk right in, 2 people in front of us, really, really light. That's the shape of things to come right now. You just don't see people spending the money right now that they have in previous years. Gas is killing people still. Inflation is killing people. Plus, as everything goes up, people don't have the extra money to go out and spend on anything right now. So, you know, this place is stunning. Just a beautiful spot, beautiful beach. We've been out here a few times, but remember last time we were here, this place, the waves were crashing up against everything. Got all these rocks out here. Just really a beautiful spot. Are you noticing it? Are you noticing that people are cutting back? Now, somebody named Jim also sent me the story about Geico. Geico here in California didn't just close their offices because of bad sales. They closed their offices because you're no longer allowed to have 1099 insurance agents in California. You can't. They have to be employees. This is insane, guys. And these AB5 and these other, things that have made independent contractors starting your own business. I want to be an independent agent and I want to go sell insurance. Oh, I think I'm going to go sell Geico. Well, imagine this. You can't do that now. You can't be in California and be an independent independent insurance agent for them. You have to be an employee of the company. Well, that's, it's a pain in the ass for the company. Everything to set up, take taxes out of your check, all the different problems that you have. Plus, this is one of the most difficult states to have employees. Speaking of that, what state are more people opening businesses in right now? Florida, okay? More people are leaving New York than ever when it comes to having your business in New York. They're cutting back and getting rid of this. Cutting their losses and moving on. So, just a beautiful spot. We're seeing such a demand on the power grids from around the country. Biggest problem right now, Texas. Texas is seeing 104-degree weather, and they're telling people, don't charge your electric vehicles during this time. Wait till the end of the day. I'm telling you guys this right now. Do not have a smart app that's connected to your power company. Hey, we're going to save you money if you're connected to us. I'm telling you this right now. Last winter of 2021, people could not turn on their heat because of these power companies. It was terrible. It was absolutely criminal what these people did. And then they charged these people $6,000 for the electricity and to heat their house. It was horrific. You're going to see more and more people cut back, but around the world, it's not just your family. It's everybody's having these difficult times right now, and they are doing everything they can to cut back. But people are not enjoying summer right now, okay? Think about this. August, everybody should be out and about having a good time and shopping and just, hanging out. And they're not. They're not doing it. Restaurants are off. You're going to see a ton of restaurants go out of business between now and the end of the year. It's going to happen. Plus, again, I want to emphasize this. The people that took PPP money, EIDL money, if you think you're just going to close up shop and they're not going to come after you here in the States like they're doing in England right now, you're kidding yourself. You need to get some serious legal advice from somebody that knows what the heck's going on, because they're just not going to forgive and forget. They're going to come after people like you've never seen for these loans. So, get ready. If you guys took the money and whatever, we weren't doing well to begin with, and we got ourselves 260 grand. You got a problem. You have a real problem. I wouldn't believe this unless I saw it for myself, but I'm at the Del Taco on Tustin Avenue in Orange, closed. No employees, guys. No employees to work it, so they're closed. Okay? In the middle of the day, completely done. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay? Blocking the drive-through. Done. No lights. No nothing. Hey, we're hiring too. We're hiring. You can just text to that number and you guys can get a job. You can go work at Del Taco. I wonder if you get free food too. You know what it is? Think about it. Taco Tuesday, $1.69. Crazy, guys. The shape of America right now is that businesses are out of business. Don't forget that. Now, it's not all bad news. There is some good news. The government reported that our manufacturing is up right now. And in June, they thought that manufacturing was going to be up 1.9%, and it was up 2%. So you got to celebrate things when they are good. Now, the difference is durable goods, cars, military equipment, things that last more than 3 years, those were up 2%. Non-durable goods, things that are perishable, things that are, things that last less than 3 years. Linens, there's a laundry list of things on there. Clothing, things like that. That was up 2% as well, and they thought that was going to be at 1.2%. So they're celebrating this, and we should be saying yippee-ki-yay that everything's up as high as it is. Now, one thing that's fascinating, I always get fascinated by these charts, and David sent me this chart, and this chart tells you what it takes to buy a house across the country. And there's all these different maps. It's actually worth looking at, because you've got areas like Nashville, that's like $68,000 to buy the average house. You've got Atlanta, it's up a little bit, it's like $73,000. Then you get to California, and you've got San Diego, where I'm at right now, $166,000 a year you need to make to buy the average home in San Diego. LA a little higher, 174. But the thing that just stuck out, because it was done by like this grid system that pointed up, was San Jose, California. If you want to buy a house in San Jose, California, the average home, you would have to make $366,000 for that. That is lunacy, guys. That's absolutely insane. If you don't think that there's going to be a day of reckoning when it comes to real estate, with everything that's happening and all these slowdowns and more houses listed and more people in foreclosure and all of the problems, you are kidding yourself, guys. Because I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse right now. And you're seeing things on the market longer, you're seeing houses get dropped in price, and you're seeing more houses for sale right now. Which, again, the fake real estate people write me and tell me how, hey, it's no big deal, nothing to worry about. The people that are educated, the people that know that there's a problem, those people understand that there is trouble coming, to say the least. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Do you think the manufacturer, what do we make here? Seriously, what do we make besides services here in the States? We've got to get ourselves back to a manufacturing base. Think about this. You had states like Ohio that were auto manufacturing. You had Detroit, you had Michigan, you had all these cities and states that were dedicated to manufacturing automobiles, and you just don't have that anymore. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I think it's crazy right now that we don't make anything here, and they're celebrating this 2% manufacturing number. This keeps getting worse. Look at this. Extra Mile gas station, no employees inside, closed. That's ridiculous, guys. Store closed. Sorry for any inconvenience. What is it? Do people not want to work right now? What is going on right now that, again, you just keep having these places closed? First Del Taco, now the gas station, Mini Mart. It's crazy, guys. I'm going to end this video on these last few stories. Hope you guys like the fish added throughout the video. But there's a few things. If you don't think that business is upside down right now, HBO has a streaming service called HBO Max. HBO Max may merge with Discovery. You may say, who cares? The point is that they may get rid of all live scripted shows as a result of this. With this, they just filmed the Batgirl movie. Who cares, okay? It's a DC movie. I don't care. But Batgirl, they spent $90 million on this movie, and they may never show it. They may take the tax deduction and never show the movie, which is lunacy. That is absolutely crazy that they may do this. So, sign of the times, guys. Sign of the times. Now, Live Golf. Live Golf is a new golf league similar to the PGA, but the PGA treated people that wanted to play with Live Golf so horribly that it was just announced that players like Phil Mickelson are going to be suing the PGA for their egregious behavior, antitrust, all this crazy stuff. But at first I was like, I didn't care. Then I saw a couple interviews with Greg Norman and Bryson DeChambeau, who's into the science of golf and hitting a golf ball, which, guys, I broke 90 once. It's the last time I played golf, ever, okay? So I'm not one to play golf at all. But the science of this and the fact that these guys want to go out and earn a living, they should be able to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out and how this lawsuit plays out. Now, a couple things. In New York City, there is a brand new club in the General Motors building that you can sign up, kind of like a WeWork, but a cool spot, and you get cool offices. Cost $125,000 to join. It's called Colette, okay? And the yearly dues after that are $36,000. Again, a glorified WeWork is what the article says. Read it. But the funny thing is that not only do you get that, you get the exclusive restaurant for General Motors that you can take you and your friends to. It's called Coco's. Well, the funny thing about that, here in California, there's a restaurant chain. There's only a few of them left called Coco's. It is like, it's like Applebee's cleaned up brother that he put like a shirt on, okay? You know, Applebee's, I mean, you could wear anything into that place. But Coco's is a hamburger joint, and they're bragging about this in this article that Coco's is this fantastic restaurant. It's kind of funny when you read that, and if you're from the West Coast, you're like, Coco's sucks. Anyways, final thing is last week we talked about that thing called the Choco Taco that the people that make the Klondike bar were getting rid of. And guess what, guys? Miraculously, because of public demand, at some point next year, they're going to bring the Choco Taco back. Or I think that's called Business and Marketing Day 101. Now, the final thing is what has gone up the most in our life recreationally over the last 50 years. I was stunned when I heard this figure. Walt Disney World has gone up 3,870% over the last 50 years. It's outpaced everything. Inflation, jobs, money, everything, housing, everything. It's so expensive to go to Disney World, it's outrageous. Now, Disney would get none of my money right now. To save my life, I wouldn't give Disney a dime right now. But can you believe that? And also, Disney World is off an absolute ton. Does that surprise you? Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Remember, if you want to join the email, the list is below. There's an email going out in the next 24 hours. And don't forget, if you want more exclusive content, there's Patreon, Onward and Upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.